Yeah, it looks like it's about 6 o'clock here. And joining me once again is Mr. Richard Lake of Hobby Action Team Associated. So many other different things. He's been our designated race announcer for the Mod Championship Series for Fear Farm RC Raceway. Since the first time he's been out there, he's done an awesome job. I've known Richard from 10 scale, and I knew he's A1 as far as his work and professionalism. And thank you for joining me tonight, Richard. We're gonna, with all this COVID stuff going on, you're coming out again, helping us out. But we're gonna be doing a little bit. We're gonna be doing, of course, the next round of the 5th scale championship series, but we're also mixing in some 8 scale. Kind of go over the schedule for the guys of what they're going to look forward to for the 5th scale and the 8 scale portion.
Yeah, so I know we've got obviously you guys go out there and you do the camping and the get-togethers and everything like that. Friday is going to be the open practice day. Saturday is the first official day of the racing. It's going to basically go back and forth between the 8 scale and the 5th scale. So we'll start off either with 8 scale or 5th scale, but it'll basically be one round of each. So whether it be 8 scale first through all those classes, then we'll do the 5th scale all through those classes. So that'll be round number 1. Round number 2, same thing again. 8 scale, 5th scale, break. Then we'll go into the main events for the 8 scale portion. Probably do a break after that, because at that point we'll probably be getting late in the day and look at possibly doing the 3rd round for the 5th scale guys later that night. And then on Sunday is main day for the 5th scale guys and gals that are going to be out there.
No, you got it right. Exactly. Like that, we're doing kind of a modified schedule, guys. We don't want to be shoot people too far out on Sunday where they're not going to be able to get home. Though Monday is Memorial Day, so a lot of people will be having that day off. But we wanted to not extend it so far. I think Sunday is going to be one out of all the days that there are. I think Sunday is going to be the hottest out of all of them. But it looks like weather's actually been pretty good out there in Arizona, has it not lately?
Yeah, it was kind of warm this past week, but today it's only like 85 right now, so I think it's going to be a warm one while you're out there. But definitely want to stay hydrated, and obviously sunscreen when you're out marshaling. Be prepared for when the track dries out. I know the guys out there at Fear Farm run a great program on keeping the track up to date, and I think they'll be very receptive to watering the track down when it needs to. And obviously, we won't throw you guys out there in a mud bog. We'll let it soak in a little bit, do a little run in on it. So, it'll definitely be really good race conditions, but it's definitely going to be warm because it's
Arizona.
May. It's Arizona, man. So
Arizona. I think it'll be good. We will obviously be running during the day, but it looks like for a schedule it's going to be 80s, 90s, so not too shabby. And we have lights, so compliments of Sight Solar. They have those lights out there, those LEDs, and they're quiet. They're totally quiet. They run all on electric power, and so we'll be running at night for at least the 8 scale mains and one of the rounds of 5th scale. But if we're pushed back a little bit further, no big deal. We're able to run to, I believe, 11:30 at night there, so it shouldn't be a problem. So in the cooler weather, we will have, as long as I'm able to find water, I'm going to be getting tons of cases of water for everybody, free water for all the marshals and everything like that, so everybody can stay hydrated. So that will be out there. We'll be filling that ice chest and just making sure that everybody's hydrated. We will have, of course, trophies for all the 5th scale guys. For the 8 scale guys, I think I'm just gonna probably do a little bit of cash or something like that, and do photos at the end in front of the backdrop. Makes it easy. But it's a one-off race. It's more for the 8 scale side. I want to bring kind of the 2 crews together. I've been trying to mix those for a while, and I'm thinking the one-day race is perfect for a lot of the 8 scale guys out there. Some of them I was hearing they don't want to spend 2 days out there and this and that, but I think one day is good. And then it's also modified for the prices as well, guys. So for 5th scale is normal, where it's going to be $60 for your first class, $80 unlimited, where you can run as many 5th scales as you want. But generally, guys will run 2 5th scales, maybe 3, possibly. But if you do run the fifth scale if you do the fifth scale and the unlimited fifth scale, it's $80 and you can run an 8 scale if you like. And then as far as for the 8 scale guys, it's only $40 for your first class, $20 for your second class, and $10 for your third if you do it. And so it knocks it down. It becomes, since practice is included, it's like $20 a day, so it's not bad. Fear Farm just got that new stand, so we're raising some money for them as well. So that stand that they have that's out there that wasn't theirs before, but now they ended up purchasing it, so that was quite a chunk of change. So trying to raise some money for them so that they can be there permanently and no strings attached, which is really nice. So it should be a really, really good time out there. So Richard, you work for, I don't know if you work for, but you help out Hobby Action.
Yeah.
How has Hobby Action been handling this whole COVID thing? And what's their new schedule now that Arizona is opening up? What can the racers look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, so on the, for Hobby Action, the first thing that obviously when everything shut down, it was like, what's going to happen? And, our business is going to come back. Is the facility still going to be there? And, I spent a couple of weekends. I spent probably 3 or 4 up there. While everything's been closed, they've been doing some remodeling in the shop. They expanded out a wall. They put in a whole new model section. They put in a Traxa section for all of the, not necessarily what we call the bashers, but the people that are enthusiasts about getting into radio control racing or radio control driving in general. So they're going to have a whole section for that. Facility improvements. But for us, everybody's chomping at the bits. We want to get out and race. We want to get out and race. We want to get out and race. And, the last thing we wanted to do was open the place and have someone get sick just because we rushed if we had the ability to have people in there. So what we're doing is we're doing kind of like, not necessarily a soft open sell, but in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be opening it up for open practice. And we're going to limit the amount of people that are in there, dictated by the amount of pits that we have. So I know it sounds kind of weird. You got that wide open space. You've seen the pits. They're very, very spread apart, but we still want to maintain the social distance that, is being required, so to speak. And there is no set number of groups that you can have. So for us, we came up with a number of basically 42 people that can be in the race area with the pits that we have, keeping, pit areas apart and dedicating that for people. So while it doesn't sound like a lot when it comes to racing, you can have 1, 2, or 3 entries off those 42, and you can still have a very high race turnout that we're accustomed to having. So that's going to be kind of in the next couple of weeks. The first official day that we're going to be hopefully opening up for racing is going to be, I think, June 3rd. It's a Wednesday. So CJ will be doing that night. And then the first Saturday will be when I'm up there on the 6th. Obviously it's going to be trial by fire. We're going to see what happens, see how the track is. They've been watering the track, but as anybody knows, a dirt track that hasn't been run on in over 2 months, she's going to be a little green. There's going to be a lot of marbles. It's going to be loose. It's going to be not the normal slicks that everybody was accustomed to. It's actually going to be real off-road racing again. There's going to be loam. There's going to be, drifting through the corners until it gets back to where it was. And that's to be expected. But, again, Larry's got his best intentions as far as what he wants to do. They're been doing the curbside openings as far as, getting everybody their parts. Emails been going out, and, I can't thank the racers enough. I can't thank the people that support Hobby Action enough. I know you guys have been down there getting stuff. I've seen you guys going in and getting parts when I'm there on the weekends. So, from me, thank you. It's an awesome sight to see the support from the racers and just the people that support the hobby. And I know Larry is, just wholeheartedly, so happy that everybody is itching to get back and wanting to do it right. So that's kind of where we're at with it.
No, that's awesome to hear, and support those tracks, guys. Go over to Larry. I think Larry he doesn't just have the one shop. He's got 2 shops, correct?
He's got the Chandler shop, which is the race facility, and then he's got another one in Tempe which is more on the lines of, rockets, planes, drones, crawlers, so that's more of the, I guess the enthusiast side. They also have models in there, Gundam models and things like that. So that's the original store that he purchased. And then from that, we got the race facility that we have now.
Nice. Yeah. So guys, if you're looking into 10 scale and everything like that, head over. If you're in Arizona and kind of the neighboring cities there, Hobby Action is a world-class facility. Super nice. And for all 5th scale and 8th scale guys, it will make you better drivers if you drive a 10 scale. Speaking from experience, it will make you a better driver by driving 10 scale. They're harder, and it's just more finite. It's a really, really cool class, and they'll be able to help you. I know Richard's there all the time and get you up to speed where it might be a little bit of a learning curve, and those guys will get you all helped out.
Absolutely.
So yeah, guys, Richard touched on a point with the whole social distancing thing. Being that we're outside, it's hotter, everything like that. You can wear a mask, you can't wear a mask. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to be mandating anything. What we do ask is that no more than 3 to 4 people underneath a tent. It's within your own family. That's no big deal. We just try and want to limit the direct contact as much as possible. If you're sick, please stay home. Do not come. But we will be practicing it as far as not tons of groups together, but us being outside. We saw from some of the statistics that they had in New York were actually people staying inside. 66% of the people staying inside for the entire time throughout the 2 months, they actually got it and got sick. So they're saying now the healthiest thing is to be outside, getting vitamin D, actually being with everybody and stuff like it. It's good and actually good for your health. Just don't be sneezing on anybody. So main thing is, guys, just be safe. If you don't feel comfortable coming out, please don't come. If anything like that, this is for fun. We're out there to have fun. There's going to be no more than 10 people on the driver's stand, throughout everything. Since we're standing side by side and not up against each other, I don't see it really being an issue. Just other than that, just make sure that you're safe and not a huge grouping. So we're all kind of spread out anyways. We have 10 by 10 tents, if not 10 by 15 tents. So all of us are kind of all over. So it shouldn't really be too much of an issue. And since we're outside, fresh air is the best thing anyways. So it should be good. But yeah, so we're doing both 5th scale and 8th scale. I think it'll be really fun. And that's kind of one of the things that I've wanted to do with 5th scale in general for a very long time, is to kind of probably the closest guys that know about or that would drive 5th scales is probably 8th scale guys. So we've had a lot of guys kind of transferring over from 8th scale, doing some 5th scale or getting one, because it's kind of in the same realm. So I think it's really good to kind of mesh the two. I think the one-day thing for them and try and get the locals and to help with the local club racing scene, I think is really, really good, because these local clubs are huge to making the track. Like, yeah, we come out for, my event, it might be bigger, and then it's no good if everybody just leaves. Like, you have to have your local crowd that is supporting that place, like Fear Farm, Hobby Action. All these places have rent. They've all got overhead throughout the entire year. So make sure to support them and go to their practice days, go to their little club races, do everything like that. It's economical to go down there, hang out with the guys. I don't think RC is like any other hobby that's out there of the kind of interaction, the kind of dynamic that there is. So yeah, please, we're going to have a lot of fun, guys. I think I'm going to be out there probably Wednesday night, setting up everything on Thursday. Somebody had asked here, let me see here. It was Joe. Yeah, Joe Gingras. Butcher your last name. Any live coverage? Yes. So there will be live coverage. I don't know if Richard hasn't seen my new camera yet. My new camera is the sickness. So
you got a new camera?
Dude, let's see if it's heavy. I might drop it. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's just what we need. Yeah, we got a new camera, but we're going to drop it before the event.
It's on the super tripod right now, but I got the new, this is like the live RC status camera right here.
Wow.
So we got it. We got fully dialed. So it's got the full screen on the front. Oh, it's next level.
Aye.
So it's not that tiny one anymore. It's not the tiny one.
Well, that's good. Yeah, no more cell phone cam.
No cell phone cam. No, the camera I used to have was about this big, guys. I had up there, and the tiny screen was about that size. It was
It's
pretty
almost like we're professional now.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible. Like I'm kind of looking more professional now with my live coverage. But yeah, we've gotten, I'd say, the live coverage really, really good. It'll be on Live RC. It'll stream across YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. You'll hear that man's voice on the mic the entire time. So
I'm very sorry.
Get used to it. I got you a better mic as well.
Yay!
I invested in one. Let me see. I need to show you your new baby. So I think it's this one.
Microphones are always key.
It's not this one. Well, this one the guys told me, but
organization at its finest.
One of those Shure SM58s.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the expensive one. So
yep.
I made sure to get an expensive one for you.
Cool.
So we'll have that. We'll be doing live interviews after the events and stuff like that, talking to the people, gotten really close with the Live RC guys. I've done a couple events with them, and they do an awesome program with coverage and everything like that. And I kind of want to bring that because it takes a lot of money to bring out Live RC, obviously. So these little smaller events, I want to try and give them more coverage and everything like that with the Mod Live system, because I own all that equipment and everything, and I know all the programs now, so we'll be good to go.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. So that'll be pretty cool. Thank you, Joe, for the question there. We have Tim Lime here.
Oh boy.
Blue drinks for Richard. So I don't know if blue drinks is water or if it's something else for Mr. Richard Lake.
It's a good beverage to have when it's warm outside. We'll just leave it at that.
All right, Tim, with the good question. We have
so Tim, if you're providing, no problem.
There we go. Drinks are welcome for Mr. Richard Lake. We have John Ingold, one of our main guys. Can't wait, coming out Thursday evening. I know a lot of guys are coming out. We have Mr. Frank L., one of our guys. And from CVR, check.
Oh, so I can tell his name like always.
Oh yeah, Frank Lagomarsino.
Yeah.
Lagomarsino.
I just call
Frank L. That's what I say. I just say Frank L.
So Frankie L.
Frank L's coming out, I believe, with his wife. They're getting a house out there, big baller status.
Wow.
I know. They're coming out for like a little staycation, so it'll be cool to have Frank out. I think he's going to be racing 8 scale and 5th scale.
Very cool.
He hit me up. He's getting some new Byrons. So Frank will be coming out.
Nice. Check
out Frank's track, guys. CVR in Madeira. Really cool track, and I think that they're running decently soon. So hopefully they'll be getting something. Ben Benavides, how about bleachers for spectators? No, Ben. Currently none of that, and then having people together probably isn't the best thing on bleachers. We have here, who else is saying anything?
I'll leave it up to Tim Lime to get the 8 scale racers out there. That's rally the troops there, Tim.
Ben had asked about, I think it's been one of his hot topics, about sandbaggers. So guys that we do see, as far as that, I'll be talking with Richard from the beginning after the first qualifier to see if there's anything that is crazily out of the ordinary. I'm not talking like 10 seconds. I'm talking like, half a lap, full lap, something like that. And like, obviously way faster than everybody else, then yeah, we'll end up bumping them up a class. Yeah. Generally speaking, not really going to worry about it too much for the 8 scale guys. We'll see it, but it's a club race kind of a thing, guys. For the 5th scale, we know that that's a series race, and we will be policing that. We know all the guys pretty well. We have a few guys coming in, but we'll be seeing with them and judging what's going on. But a lot of it obviously is on the honor system. As you know, sign up for what you're in. But obviously, if you're going way too fast for that class, in speaking terms, and you're pulling in it, and you also have to look, and Richard knows this, you have to look at not only the times that they're doing, because they might just be a fast sportsman, but they're like 20th in expert or something out of 25 or something. So it's one of those things where you have to not only look at their time, but you have to look at the class above them to see where they would gauge. But
where they would sidle in,
obviously, if they're
Delicate line.
if they're top 5 in expert or something like that, and they're like kicking sportsmen's butts, you got to go up. So Richard knows, and we will be policing that more now than ever. So we have a full year under our belts. We know what we look for. We know all the people pretty much. So we want to make it fair for everybody. So please, guys, sign up for the classes that you basically know you should be in. So let me see. Frank L. here. I rented a house. Jerry's coming too. So Jerry, another good guy, races 8th scale and 5th scale. They will both be coming up. So it looks like we're actually going to have a lot of guys. I hear too, Richard, that Mayfield and Spencer Rivkin are also going to be coming out doing some 8th scale.
That'll be a fun little battle on the track.
It will be. And then I also hear a birdie tells me that if they do get them cars, they might be running some 5th scale. So I might have my plate full. You know, if that's
you better get those speed tips wrenching there, buddy.
I'm gonna need to be wrenching real soon for those cats. I'm gonna be like, all right.
As long as I can have some banjo music in the background for those two, I'm good with that.
All right, we'll have to get you on the Pandora playlist here. Let me see. Let's see. Jacob Alton, is Cali on the same time zone now as Arizona? Is it 6 something over there right now, Richard?
6:20 right now, yeah.
Yep. So we are on the same.
Yeah.
The
UK
same
should be Pacific. So that's another reason to move to Arizona. We never have to change our clocks.
What's that?
That's another reason to move to Arizona. We never have to change our clocks.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we got it kind of backwards here.
Yep.
Let me see here. Anybody else asking some questions? Ben, it said here, Frank Garver has food trucks coming out. Yes. So Mr. Garver bringing out some food trucks. I know that he has one coming, I believe, on Saturday from like 12 to 2. But he's trying to bring out some other people, and I'm sure we're going to be, a decent amount of guys there. So it will be cool to have them out and feeding all the guys. So I think that's pretty much it for questions that we have. But yeah, guys, just kind of wanted to get on here with you. Richard's awesome. Does an awesome job down there at Hobby Action, and really looking forward to the event. So guys that can come out, remember that Friday is practice. I believe the track opens up at about noon. We'll run probably into the night till about maybe 9, 10 o'clock. Need to be able to prep the track for the next day. We'll have some practice in the morning on Saturday from probably around 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Have a driver's meeting 8:30. Racing will start at 9. And 8 scale will be first. Obviously, 8 scales are a little bit less rough on the track. And we kind of want to give them the first round there, and then 5th scale will go, and then it'll trade off, so everything's the same time for those guys. For 8 scales, I believe I have the times set at 20 minutes for the open classes, 25 for the expert classes for them, so they'll have to obviously do their pits. Same thing, 5th scale, we have it in increments of 15, 20, 25, and 30. Depending on how hot it is, we might knock it down just to not be up there a really long time and to give our marshals some time off. So main thing is just keeping hydrated, guys. Please bring your own waters as well and everything, but we will be bringing waters out there for you guys. But keep hydrated, bring sunscreen, bring your tents, make sure to bring your tables and extension cords and a generator if you have one. If you need power, I'm sure a lot of us will have generators, but if you can, make sure to bring your stuff because there's no power out there. But we will have lights. Make sure to bring an overhead light for your pits, so you'll be able to see. They're really cheap. You can get them for $15-20 at
Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah, Home Depot or Lowe's. So get it all done up. So it'll be we have John Ingold. Pit stops for this race. Yes, John. As far as I think pits are always, it adds another dynamic to it, depending on when the other guy comes in, and then when you're going to come in and how fast their pit was. And I know I did that on the last one. I was going up against his name escapes me right now, Coleman, and I ripped the bottle out of my pit guy's hand when I was like, Coleman was going by, and I'm trying to make up time on him because so there's always kind of, and I think I ended up finishing, I wouldn't have had much gas left or something, so I might have run out if he didn't brake because I came in for a stop and go. But pits are always a really cool part of the event. It kind of gets everybody entwined. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Scott Yates here. Self-marshal. Yeah, on the last club race we had out there, you had to self-marshal yourself. So you had to run down the stand and then run all the way back up. And I had to do that like 3 times, so it wasn't good. I was like, I'm majorly out of shape here. It was, but you know what it did is for all the guys that maybe couldn't run as fast, or they were like, you know what, they played the tortoise route where they were keeping it clean. They weren't crashing. It was probably the cleanest that I've ever seen, everybody drive. I was really impressed. I just sucked out there. I kept flipping over. I had my engine turn off on me due to a kill switch. So it was a whole bunch of
Whiskey Throttle 101.
Throttle. So yeah, guys, I think that we're pretty much good. Like I said, 8 scale will be 1 day, 5th scale will be 2 days, and your 3rd day is practice. If you want to run on Friday, practice is totally part of the event, so you can just pay 1 fee, and that covers everything. Again, we're trying to raise money as well for the Fear Farm driver stand that they just got. It was a pretty penny. They can tell you if they want to of how much it was, but it was a pretty penny, guys. So we're going to be donating some stuff, just want to make sure that these RC tracks are around for us for a very long time, because without them, we don't get to race. So that's huge. Anyways, Richard, thank you for coming on with another Mod Live Talks here and being a part of this crazy little circus that we have that's 5th scale. But it's really enjoyable, and we enjoy having you out there.
Well, I appreciate it as always. It's always good to see you guys, and stay hydrated. We'll have some fun next weekend, and let the games begin.
Be a lot of fun. So bring out those 5th scales, guys. Bring out the 8 scales, and like Richard said, we should have a ton of fun. It should be a really good time. Like I said, be safe out there. Keep yourself safe, and if there's any issues, please contact me directly or comment, and see if I can help out with anything. Oh, also, there's a ton of hotels out there, guys, that have awesome deals going on. So they're opening up. What I just heard is they're opening up, and you're getting like super crazy rates for cheap. So make sure if you guys are coming, grab yourself a hotel room, and you can just search on around the vicinity in Google. I know there's a lot of them around there. So plenty of eatery places, plenty of places to get your supplies, and it should be a really good weekend out in sunny Arizona. So we'll be there in literally 7 days' time. So we'll see you then, and we'll have some updates coming. But make sure to pop onto. I will share it real quick. Sorry to kind of take up a little bit more. Came on too quick. Let me share this screen. So if you guys go on to the guys that are going to be going, make sure that you go on to the 5th Scale Championship Series. Click on Fear Farm 2 here, and you can sign up. And I added the Nitro classes here, so you can sign up. It's just RSVP. There's no money to be spent. You'll pay at the track, and you can sign up for all of your classes on here. And it gives me the names, your transponder number, so I can enter it in for Richard, so he doesn't have to mess with that stuff before he gets there. He can just do his job. I'll mess with it. And yeah, guys, so you'll be able to sign up there and get it all dialed in, as well as on our Facebook. There is an event thing on here that you can go to. Let me see here. Click on over. So if you go to the events for mod, we have our next race here that you can RSVP to as well and get all signed up. It looks like we have a lot of dudes going already. We have a ton of 8-scale guys that are going. I know some guys are coming in from Texas, so should be a really fun time out there. Let me see if there's any other comments here that we need to answer. Let me see. Okay, all right, guys. It looks like we're good. We're dialed in for going there, and really appreciate you again, Richard. Thank you again.
Anytime.
And we'll see you out there.
You got it. We'll see you guys Saturday morning, and let's race, man.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
Right.
Thank you again.
Later,
see you,
buddy.
Bye-bye.